Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Ichino. Checking in on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as we talked about before, broke out, retested the prior resistance becoming support with the rising rotation zone. Rotating back up, we had our two levels. Major one being 84.47, coming straight up there, pausing, which gave the opportunity. And this is a really good reason we use these levels so we can move them up, because we got the pausing bar. So that gave us the next minor level, 85.67, next major level of 86.90. You see poking just through it a couple times, then moving sideways. And other concept we talked about, letting the rotation zone catch up. So this one dipped into the rotation zone. This one let the rotation zone catch up, which we call 8 pushing the price. Now you could bring it up here to this little corrective bar, which gives us the next level, 89.10. So far spiking through, closing back down. Now, two things you're going to watch. Also, if you watch here, it's nearly up to these prior key candle highs. So, with the bodies. So, when we focus on the bodies more than the highs and lows, as we've talked about many times. So, two scenarios. Either again, drift sideways, let the 8 catch up. Then we'll be watching for the 9,071 and then 9,100 area. Now, if you want to, at some point, if that bar closes, you can always come here. We'll just do that now. So if this bar turns green and makes a new high, these levels are invalid, but this is interesting because it reinforces the 9100, and then we have right around 9300. Those are the next two levels. So before I got a little sidetracked there, if we drift sideways, let the 8 catch up, then you're going to watch for price to break above the 8930. Or if we pull back, first key area, so we have this little shelf right here where the 8 is. First key area is 80, what is that, 86 8 area. And then if we pull back closer to the bottom of the rotation zone, it would be about, I just look at 8500, just above there, because of where it is with the rising rotation zone, and we have had a fairly strong move. Keep in mind we are getting a slight divergence here, so it is running a little bit out of momentum. So this is where you just let the price action unfold, and we can have multiple divergences in a row, but don't be surprised if you see a little weakness come in. When that weakness, return to the rotation zone before the strong rotation back up. Let's switch over to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, if we have a bigger pullback key level, so here's the rising rotation zone and the 12.5% GAN level from this last run up, which is about 83.64. So that's where we'll be watching on a daily chart. If we did drop below it, we'd then be focusing on this little area right here with the rising rotation zone coming in about 8,100. Switching over to Ethereum. So in Ethereum, we had our cluster at about 269, spiking through there, but pretty much closing just at that level. Didn't quite get to 274, but again, this is an area right here. We had 273 to 274 with all these spike highs, and the GAN projections pulling back right now, also forming a divergence. See higher high in price action, lower high in the RSI. Right now I'm just going to update this to here. So with this pausing bar, above 273.50, 279.50 essentially, and then that lines up really with some of these prior key areas, about 285.37. So those are the next major levels you'll be watching to the upside. Key support now area we'll be watching. First minor levels about 265, then major. I'm going to drop it down to about 261 right in here with this little support ledge with the rising rotation zone. Being when this is being recorded, it's Saturday afternoon Central Time in the USA. And we generally don't see a lot of strong price action until Sunday afternoon Central Time. So be very patient, and that'll give time for this rotation zone to rise. Those are the key levels on the 4 hour. On the daily, getting the separation in the rotation zone again. So area I'd be watching on a bigger pullback is the bottom of the rotation zone with this little shelf right here, which is coming in about 251. Or maybe 251.50 right in there. That's the key area I'd be watching. If we close below 248.53, then this would be a failed breakout, and I'd be watching for the bigger pullback towards the bottom in the 50-day exponential moving average. So we have for you on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.